Now, it is my privilege to introduce the visionary behind today's event, the founder of IMC, IMI, Emery, Aries Energy, and many other pioneering ventures. Sir Sohan Roy is a global maritime leader, an accomplished filmmaker, and Forbes listed entrepreneur who has made groundbreaking contributions to both the maritime and entertainment sectors. As the founder chairman of Aries Group of Companies and the driving force behind the $10 billion Indiewood project, he has revolutionized industry practices. He also developed the innovative EFFISM system designed to improve efficiency across the industries. In addition to these achievements, Sir Sohan Roy directed the Oscar-selected Hollywood film Dan 999 and was honored with the prestigious knighthood of Part Garfa in Florence, Italy, for his humanitarian efforts and commitment to environmental sustainability. It is my great honor to welcome Sir Sohan Roy to address our gathering.
Hi, very good morning to all. I'm so delighted to address a campus from my hometown, Kochi. In fact, I studied in Kochi University. I was a naval architecture student there. It was in early from 1985 to 98. Actually, the very purpose of this kind of training, this career guidance program, is a corrective action to something happened to my personal life and to many of the seniors sitting here also. Because I was a victim of a wrong career design. I'll tell you the story, but I don't want to have this kind of wrong career design affect the next generation. I know your profession is already decided, but this career design program should start long back, at least from the 7th standard onwards or something. But it is not too late. At least if you get some tips and if you move forward in a better track, it will benefit a lot. Not only you, wherever you join the industry, everyone will be benefited if your career guidance is or career design is proper. I became a naval architect just because of one reason. My brother was a naval architect. He was a professor there in ship technology campus. So his wish was to make me also a naval architect. I had zero interest. To getting into naval architecture is not easy. Those days only 20 seats available, national entrance exam. I had to write toys to get that seat, to fulfill the dreams of my brother. My interest was totally different. As you all know, my passion was always into the movies. But since I was quite good in maths, it was decided, okay, I should become an engineer and I should become a naval architect because my brother is also there. I joined the campus. In fact, it was one of the best courses those days. It was run by William Peak University, Rostock. It's a group of Germans. All our the professors were Germans. They came from Germany and they initiated this one. So I thought India was not having this technology. But our head of the department, Mr. Wieberg, later wrote a book about the 5,000 years of Indian shipbuilding. I was shocked. What is this? I never heard about such a history for India. We all thought Egyptian civilization or something got all this technology. No. Then I realized, about the Rig Veda. In the Rig Veda, it is mentioned about this thing. Rig Veda was written 3,500 years back. We had a shipyard in Gujarat in 4,500 years back. How many of us know about it? The world shipping trading started from India only those days. If you refer all the Vedas, even Manusmriti it is written. So everywhere it is written about the maritime laws, the safety aspects, everything is there. Only thing is, those days it was made in wood. Later, modern shipbuilding came. That time, India went back. And the Western world got the dominance. That's why Germany became so famous in shipbuilding. Then we had to hire the technology from them to learn the latest shipbuilding technology, and we were all trained in that one. But it was a hectic training, almost 4.5 years of training those days. Our seniors they had to do 5 years course. In our batch, we were the 11th batch and we had to do 4.5 years, 9 semesters. There is no break. 6-day week system. Only second Saturday and the last Saturday, if we are lucky, we'll get an off. Sometimes night time we have classes because some of the industry experts from the Kochi shipyard, they are available only in the evening. So night we need to go and attend classes. The 2 months vacation, we had to go to the shipyards for training. That means it's a non-stop training for 4.5 years. Because as you know, the naval architecture is quite complicated. We need to learn almost all the engineering. Because to design a ship, all the engineering comes. So after doing all this struggle, I realized that my interest is somewhere else. After all my classmates, they all joined different shipyards and the Indian Navy and other things. I was not at all interested in that one. I wanted to go to my passion, that the movies. So I took a break. 6 months I was after the movies. Then I realized that I am late there also. So I had to come back. So I was thinking, what is the option? If there is a problem, there is a solution. So ultimately I decided, okay, there is an option that if I choose merchant navy, 6 months I can sail, 6 months I can come back and do my dream, the movies. But our course was not approved. I had to struggle a lot. I went to Mumbai, knocked so many doors. Ultimately, after 3 months of struggle, I managed to get into a ship. I was the first naval architect in India to get that such an opportunity. And unfortunately, just 10 days before the completion of the 6 months, the ship had a fire and all my chief engineer, third engineer, all died in the engine room. We three were trapped in the engine room. But luckily, I had a second life. Even my family was waiting for my body to come, because that's the way the news came. After 3 days only, they came to know that I was escaped. But that was my first and last sailing. Then I thought, okay, this movie dream I cannot fulfill. So I had to wait almost 16 years then. I came to Gulf. I was working with many companies, then started dairies. Then I had to make my own money to make a movie. So it took almost 16 years for me to make that money and to go back and fulfill my dream. Many of you may not get that opportunity to fulfill your real dream. So who is the culprit? Our system, our academic system is a main reason for this one. We all spend almost 50,000 hours in the academics without knowing the real purpose. The real purpose is only one thing. We need to get into some industry. That is the final thing. But unfortunately, most of the people in the academic sector, from the school level, college level, they are not aware about what is going on in the industry. Luckily, in the maritime academies where you are studying, you are lucky that at least your trainers got the industrial experience. So you are much better than the other professional college students. But still, that is not the end of the journey. Career design means it is not only for during the academic side. Once you get into the industry also, your career, you need to keep on designing it. And not only the individuals. See, even the organization is also having its own career. It should also mold itself. It should have a target. According to the each period, you need to change. 10 years back, the way the organizations had to plan, it is not the way. It will not work for the next 10 years. Next 10 years is the world of AI. So you need to completely restructure, redefine your future. Maybe few of you become entrepreneurs, so you will be running an organization, or you will be placed in a very key role in an organization. So you have to be very careful. This career design process, if you don't really understand, it will be a disaster. So the best first option is get close to the industry. Understand what is going on in the industry. Get connected with the people working today in the industry. Get them as your mentors. But unfortunately, these people from the academies are not coming to us. As per the current system, I am really interested to go to the campuses and take official classes. But unfortunately, our academic system doesn't permit me to be a teacher in any college, because I am not qualified for that one. I am qualified for the industry, but I am not qualified for the academic. This is our system. People with experience, if they wish to come and become your mentors in the campus, our current system will not allow it. So we need to change it. So what is the option? You need to identify your own mentors. We are making a bridge now between the industry and the students. You are getting an opportunity. Now you need to start yourself. You need to identify your mentors. Now your best mentor is the ChatGPT or Gemini. So many things are there. You can use it. You can ask the questions to it. AI will guide you. So if you are not doing it, it is your mistake. Don't just look at your friend, what is he doing, and don't just blindly follow it. Follow the current system. You just look at the company, the fate of Kodak. Kodak was running almost more than 100 years successfully. In 1970, it was controlling the almost 85% of the cameras in US market. 90% of the film industry was using Kodak. 1975, they introduced the digital. They invented the digital technology in the photography, but they didn't want to change. They were stick to the, because it was controlled by the old school people sitting on the top. They don't want to change. They invented the technology, but they don't want to implement it. They did not try to follow it. Just imagine if Kodak introduced that system and get into a new track. Where today the Kodak? What happened? They wasted time. 80s Fuji came into the picture. By 2000, the collapse of Kodak started. It became bankrupt. It became nothing. What was the core reason? They did not try to change according to the period, according to the requirement. Even if they invented something, they did not understand the value of it. This will happen in your life also. You may get opportunity. You may find out something good for your future, but you will not follow it. That means you don't have a proper career design system. Kodak as an organization was not having a proper career design. That's why it collapsed. Now you look into two legends. One is the Nikola Tesla and Thomas Alva Edison. These were the two legends. The world has never ever seen such legendary inventors. In fact, they worked together also. Tesla was working with Thomas Alva Edison. Thomas Alva Edison was a school dropout. He didn't have any formal education. But he had more than 1,000 patents. He became the most innovative or successful inventor those days. And Tesla was with him. When Edison launched DC power, he came out. Tesla came out and started his own system. Because of Tesla, we are all here in a different world. The AC current, he only invented. AC changed the entire industry. He started the first, the Niagara power station. In fact, he was the inventor of radio. How many people, we all believe that Marconi is behind radio. No. The radio technology was invented by Tesla. But Marconi took the patent. Because he was a good inventor, but he was not knowing the exact system or how the marketing or how to take the patents and other things. He was not interested or focused. Because his priorities or objectives were different. But he was having formal education, not like Thomas Alva Edison. Ultimately, what happened? He had to fight. He died 1943. He died. He had to fight in the court to get the patent back. 1943, when he got the patent, was no more. This should not happen to you. If you are doing something, you should know what you are doing, what is to be done, where it should go. Otherwise, your efforts will get wasted. Such a great inventor. I believe Tesla was better than Edison. But ultimately, he became bankrupt. He had to struggle. He was living in a hotel with the mercy of the contribution from his well-wishers. You can Google it and you can get the details. So, just from today's class, just keep these three elements. Thomas Alva Edison's life you understand. Tesla's life you understand. And Kodak's fate. One is organization, two individuals. One with formal education, one without formal education. Who became successful, who did not become successful. So your education qualification, it's a guarantee that you will be successful in your career. In fact, in my life, not only me was a victim of the wrong career design. The history got repeated. I got twin daughters, both became naval architects. They went to the best universities, everything. But after the naval architecture, one of my daughters said, it's not her field. Just imagine how many hours of effort she put to realize it is not her field. No university called me and checked whether she is in the right place or not. No teachers called me to check whether she is in the right field or not. Because academic system has gone to that level that their objective is to get money from your pocket only. They are least bothered about what you are going to do tomorrow. So think about it. It is your responsibility to design your career. Before, you had to depend on individuals. Today, your mobile will guide you in all possible ways. You just ask the AI how to do the career design. Make a system. If you are not systematic, it's a failure. your life is in your hand. If you fail to do something for your career, you only will be the loser, no one else. So try to start a new journey from today. Plan yourself. You should have a 5-year plan. You should have a life goal. Everything. Where you are going to reach, you should understand. Same way, you should think about Kodak. Think about that changing world. Just imagine tomorrow all the ships become electric ships. It can happen anytime because the technologies keep on changing. New power generation systems are coming, alternate energy system coming. It is a matter of time. If tomorrow someone invent a battery system exclusively for the ships, which can run for years without any other energy source, just imagine marine engineering is vanished from this world. You need to go to the museums to see a marine engine. And the marine engineers sitting here, what will be your fate? Just imagine the AI taking over everything, the communication system completely changing. Tomorrow, you don't need anyone on board the ships. Everything is unmanned. What is the fate of the deck officers? So you need to keep on understanding what is going to change, what is going to happen. If it happens, that is not the end of the journey. You can, with that knowledge, you can do something else, related thing. But you need to be prepared for that one. You just imagine, maybe you are all cricket lovers. Many people think that, okay, taking cricket as a profession is very difficult, only point, not one person can become a successful player. The rest of the people will be wasting their life. No. When 22 players are playing in the IPL, there are 20,000 people working in the related industry. So there is an industry around it. But how many people know about it? With your passion, you can work in that field. You can enjoy cricket and you can get a job in that industry also. For that, you need to understand what are the related industry in that field. Same way, you have already got the maritime backup. Tomorrow, okay, you may get a job as a sailing person. But tomorrow, if the technology changes or become your requirement is not required in the industry, you have some other place related to the maritime industry. Maybe you check where is your passion and talent. Maybe you can redesign your career and already you develop some skill. That skill with you can design a new career where your talent, passion and your skill can be clubbed together. That is what today I am doing. I work only 8 hours per day these days. 4 hours I work for the maritime industry where I got the skill. Even today this is an official thing. I am sharing my knowledge to the next generation. But 4 hours I am spending for my talent and passion, my literary skills, my movie related stuff. It brings me happiness. Our ultimate goal should be the happiness. If you don't get happiness out of your job, if you don't have the job satisfaction, what will be life? You'll be getting bored and bored and bored. So happiness is in your hand. Everything, because your prime time, what you are spending today is for your job. Somewhere you are working. In the 24 hours, the prime time you are spending for someone else. If you are an entrepreneur, you are spending for your own business, but you need to spend for that job. And if you are not getting the job satisfaction, that is the first failure. And second, remaining 16 hours, that you need to split it into 8 hours for your body. Because if your body is failed, your happiness is gone. So you need to have proper sleep, you need to have proper supporting system, like you need to go to the gym or walking or something. You need to support your body. Just like recharging your mobile, you need to take care of your body. The body's wellness, you need to take care. And rest 8 hours. That is kept for your talent, passion, whatever it is. That is for your mind. Your 95% of the happiness should come from that 8 hours. That you need to design properly. So we have developed a system called EFISM. Surely we are going to give this efficient training for all these campuses. Try to understand EFISM. In our Aries group, we are all following this for the last 10 years. Try to learn. In the YouTube also you can get many contents related to EFISM. So this 24 hours, you use it properly. In our system, we always believe that God is common for everyone. Only one thing is common among all of us, that is time. You go 24 hours, I go 24 hours. So treat time as your God. Keep clocks as idols in your place. And let us respect time. Let us use that time, redefine your career, and let us have a successful career in future, successful life in future. a happy life in future. So I wish you all the best. You're all the promises for the industry, and we need to have very efficient people for the industry, because through efficiency only we can go, you can climb up the ladder. Industry need efficient people, and to become efficient, your institute has limitations to make you efficient. To getting into the efficiency slot, everything lies within you. If you don't try to do it yourself, that is your loss. And we don't want any inefficient people in the industry. So hope today onwards you will think in a different way. You will start redesigning your career. You will try to be more efficient, so that when you enter into the industry, you will be a different professional with better efficiency. Thank you very much.